We on? Yeah. Hello, and welcome to the Empires of Kunark expansion stream. I'm Rye Schuler. Some of you guys know me as Roshan, and I'm joined by several members of the EverQuest development team.
Yeah, I'm Josh Augustine. You might know me as Augur. I'm a game designer.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Carricker. I'm the lead designer on EverQuest. You might know me as Prathan.
And let's switch over here to the couch and do this ever so slightly. The ladies can introduce themselves.
I'm Holly Longdale. I'm the executive producer of EverQuest and EverQuest 2.
Hi, and I'm Lauren McLemore. I'm a new producer here on EQ, EverQuest, and EverQuest 2.
Yay!
And
Yay.
let me flip over here. So we're here to talk about Empires of Kunark. This is our 23rd expansion. Pre-orders are available now. So if you go to our website, you'll be able to pre-order Empires of Kunark. Pre-ordering gets you into the beta right away, and we have a beta item, which is a statue, which we can probably show people
Yeah, sure.
a little bit later. But outside of that, so why don't you guys chat about what's coming up for EverQuest?
First of all, I'd like Lauren to just talk a bit about her background. I think I'm super excited because she's a nerd pal to all of us. So go ahead, Lauren.
Hey guys, I'm a new face here. So yeah, I'm a pretty hardcore nerd. I love everything from playing hardcore board games and card games to I absolutely love the MMO genre. I do lots of creative writing, including like trying to write D&D campaigns and things like that. So I'm pretty much just all-around nerd and new to the franchise, but definitely looking to play. So if you want to play with me, I'll be probably tweeting out my handle and things later on. So please feel free to add me, give me server recommendations, or if you want someone for your raid. I tend to play DPS, so not too terrible. So feel free to reach out. But yeah, great.
So you hit things.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I hit things from a range.
Oh, so you're a caster. Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously we're here for Empires of Kunark. Super excited of a theme that's beloved to all of us, and we believe all of you too. And so our release date, I think we said, is November 16th. What's critical for us right now to pre-order gets you in the beta. As usual, every year we love the participation in beta, and we really need your support to help us make it clean and a good release this year. And to support that, like we did last year, starting October 7th, which is Friday, that's tomorrow, we're going to be starting our weekly promotions.
It's bi-weekly for EQ2, or EQ.
See,
EQ, they
that's
run
so
for 2 weeks. EQ, they run for 2 weeks. Each of those will start at...
Isn't that bi-monthly?
Oh.
Well, 2
Jonathan.
weeks.
So.
I'm sorry. Is it every two? Okay.
Yeah.
There's more than 4 weeks in a month.
He's being funny. That's super. Yeah.
I thought it was. I may be wrong.
So we're regardless, the goal is to allow you to level up and get prepared for the expansion. So we'll be doing things like bonus XP, respawn bonuses, and so yeah, we'll be looking for you online, on live, and hopefully on beta. And Lauren and I are gonna get back to work.
Yes.
So we're gonna hand it over to the experts here and our designers in Rye. So we look forward to seeing you in game, and please pre-order and join us. Thanks.
See you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Pop on this one.
Goodbye forever.
Until a few minutes when you see them upstairs. So
That too.
before we jump in game, let's go through... I should point here, actually.
Yeah.
Or here.
Point wherever you want, Rye.
So expansion features, you have it right here. So we can kind of
Yeah.
click through and talk about things that are coming up with Empires of Kunark.
How about we start with the familiar keyring?
That sounds familiar.
It does.
I know. Okay,
you can just go with them, right?
So you're probably already familiar with the concept of the keyring now that we've got the mount and the illusion keyring in the game. So the familiar keyring is going to allow you to store your familiars in a place where they don't take any inventory slots. And we've also got new technology that allows you to have a familiar and a pet at the same time. So if we like we did with the other key rings, you can have whichever familiar visual you want, along with whatever familiar buff you want, and pick and choose which of your favorites you want to use at the same time. If we can flip over to my screen real quick, I want to show this. This is our familiar. This guy's available right now. Meow. In the big cat in the bag. This is one of the options that you can get from that.
Poor
Just a
dead
real
cat.
quick plug on that. That's available right now. You can purchase that from the marketplace. And I want to show that now that I have my familiar out, I can also... Did I just...
Cast this.
There- Aha, that was in the middle of casting. So now I can have this guy and this guy up at the same time. This was not previously possible.
Do you have the UI on there for the keyring that people can see kind of how that works?
I believe so. Let's take a look. So here's my familiars. I don't know that the familiars have been flagged yet to be able to put into the keyring. I don't think they have, because if we do that, that will go live before the feature does. So these changes need to happen simultaneously. But when they do, you'll be able to drag your familiar to your keyring and store it there. And as you see, it's got the same stat buff that we have for the illusion and the mount keyring. So you can pick which one gives you the stats, and you can pick which one is your visual. And one more. Meow.
I like the sound effect. You should just record that. Toss it in game. Meow.
That's a good idea.
Let's pop back over here.
All right.
So,
want to jump to the next one?
Sure, fire away. So this expansion has 7 zones in it. A lot of familiar places and familiar faces from Kunark that we're going back to, and a few new ones.
Yeah, and we'll be going through some of those zones right after we go through this. Today,
Yes,
you can
literally
see
on this stream.
and then also a bunch of other stuff.
And a lot of new content, as you might expect. We've got new quests, new missions to do, new tasks, collections, which I think Josh is familiar with.
Yeah, got a lot of cool new collections around in all the zones, just like you'd expect. Lots of fun things to collect. Shinies everywhere. Hidden, some hidden more than others.
Any hints?
No, I'm not gonna, come on. Before the beta even starts, give them hints. Let's see if they can find it on their own. If not, come crawling to us. Maybe we'll give hints.
And talking about beta should be available now. If you
Yeah.
pre-order, you get access to the beta, and you literally can.
There are probably
check out.
people
You
in
can-
these zones that we're going to be going to today.
This is
playing
true.
right
There's
now.
a couple people in there already, and we'll start seeing some more in there very soon. And hope to see you in beta with us soon.
Yeah.
And then last bit here.
Yeah, we have 8 additional raids that we're adding for this for the raid content for the raid guys, and these are some very interesting and complex and cool raids that we may even have some to show you.
Wait.
Later.
Oh,
So
should we-
someone I saw on the forums, someone was asking, will any of these raids have a dragon?
That was a good question.
Should I?
Yeah,
Let's give them
let's
the
find
answer.
out.
Let's find out. Sound effects, please.
No, please don't eat us.
So just popping this up for half a second. We got our expansion art, Empires of Kunark. Pre-orders are now available. Empires of Kunark will launch on Wednesday, November 16th. You get them beta when you pre-order. And then from here, if you want to do this one, I'll start with Jonathan over here. Or
Yeah.
I guess we just flip this to you once
Do it once. Oh, we're there.
we're here.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
perfect.
then
All right.
we're here. You want to get rid of UI right there? We'll do one of these guys.
Yeah. Sweet. All right, so we're returning to Kunark, of course, and there are empires there. It is called Empires of Kunark. And so we wanted to kind of talk about just a couple of the big empires that you'll be encountering. So the first is the Combine Empire. And this is their new capital city, new capital city, Licinium. So it's built on top of the ruins of one of their old cities from when the Combine was around the first time. You can kind of see the sweet spires.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's a really great zone. We're going to just jump around to a few of the different POIs as we go through. It's still very much, the city is still under construction. The zone itself, like from a development side, is good, but the Combine is still actively building this city. And it's in Southwest Kunark over near Dreadlands and stuff.
If you remember, this is where the teleportation spot was in Kunark originally, in that west section of Dreadlands, the area with the fall colors and the trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was ruins before, this
Yeah,
part of the ruins
you
of
can
Kunark,
actually
but it's
see.
being rebuilt.
We have a couple comments from Chad about spider butts. Can we maybe see more than just the butts of the spiders?
Okay, fine.
This guy, oh
We
yeah.
can see their other side. I got a little cat pit.
I
following
think
me,
I
too.
think the only place this race is used anywhere is the,
Oh, look at
the
those!
Hive Queen.
Oh, creepy mandibles!
So-
Just constantly twitching. That is the worst. Yeah. Oh, I don't want to be anywhere near. Okay, let's just go to the next place. I can't stand those guys. Oh no, they're here too. What have I done? There's even more of them. So this just shows you kind of the more forest side, so you can see all the different colors that are going through here. That cat just keeps following me.
Is that your cat?
Unclear.
It is my
It
cat.
followed
Yeah,
you
it
home?
is my
Okay.
cat. So, fun fact I wanted to say, a fun lore fact. You players actually helped found the Combine Empire again this time around, intentionally or not. So if people don't remember, we rescued Safkata. Am I saying that right?
I think it's
Catasef.
It might be Kata, but
Kata? Okay. From his bubble under the sea during the Darkened Sea expansion. But obviously he was poisoned. He was going to die. So we recovered the life guide and used it to cure him. And so he's feeling more invigorated than ever. And he's the one that's kind of reforming the Combine Empire. So let's go ahead. Let's jump over.
This is a storyline that's been going on for, I don't know, 10 years, 8 years, 10
Yeah.
years? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool to kind of pick up these old story threads we've been going through. Here's like a cool druid ring we got going on.
Yeah.
I really love just the different colors in here with like the greens going up
Yeah.
into the gray. Oh, wait.
This was always a great zone with the different tree colors.
Yeah.
The reds and the greens and the yellows. Oh, nice.
Ooh, so much more daytime. Looks nice. Got some cool markings. So there's a lot going on in this zone. So, Jonathan, do you want to talk a little bit about who Saf is?
Yes. So Saf Kata has been in stasis. If you remember from the Buried Sea, he was in he was under the dome, under the sea, in a stasis. What would you call that? Container coffin.
Yeah.
Being
Pod.
constantly restored and kept alive by his men until he was.
Because what did he do the first time around? Like
he
made the Combine initially, right?
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll take over here. I got this. So he's a big like political unifier.
Yeah.
So he wasn't like the military leader, but he was the one that wanted to use diplomacy, bring everyone together to form the Combine Empire
That's right.
initially.
Yeah, he's considered the great orator,
Yeah,
right?
the great orator. That's
okay.
his name. Yeah.
Well,
And
unify the races of Norath.
the
Yeah.
good races, at least.
The ones that
Oh,
matter.
So-
that's what happened.
So
Yeah,
to be fair, though, he actually tried to bring in the evil races, right? He got poisoned because he tried to bring the Dark Elves in. And
That
people
makes
that
sense.
didn't want the Dark Elves in took him out. So that's why he got poisoned initially. So it's kind of interesting. So when he's coming back this time, he's really trying to bring in all the races to kind of accomplish what he couldn't the first time around and to create a glorious, prosperous empire. But obviously, you can deem for yourself whether you think a single empire is good or bad. But that's
Yeah.
what he's trying to do, and he
Yeah.
thinks he's doing the right
There
thing.
may be some resistance to that. Not everyone wants to be under the same banner.
Yeah, that is very true. So let's go to last place.
Nice.
So yeah, I love this entryway. And actually, it
so
looks
where
really
are
cool
we
at night,
right now?
too.
So for people who aren't familiar with this, where are we?
So this, like, in the zone?
I think the name of the city.
Well, why don't you say
Oh,
name
sorry.
of city, name of zone,
Oh,
any
yeah.
information here that could.
So we were in Licinium, which was a Combine city on Kunark, down in southwest Kunark. Originally, it got destroyed. He came back, and he's rebuilding it. Fun fact about the name, because it's a really weird name. I've never seen... so let me spell this for you. It's Lceanium. It's very weird, but it's actually named after his daughter, Licinia. Or sorry,
Lycia. I
Lycia.
think. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
and the city's
That is-
modeled
yeah.
after something.
Modeled after something.
It's modeled after something.
Is it the Combine architecture?
Castra?
It looks
Yeah.
a lot
Oh,
like-
sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Yes. I thought you meant in real
No,
life.
not in real
I
life.
was trying-
Literally, we're talking
I was
about
like-
EverQuest lore.
I was
We're in
like-
EverQuest
yes.
right now. In EverQuest, this is modeled after
The Combine architecture. Yeah, absolutely. And so,
Castrum.
yes. Thank you.
Well, yeah, it has some shades of Sanctus Saru in there. Some of the same symbology, similar architecture.
Yeah. So it is very much supposed to be in kind of.
Ooh. I
Hello.
like
Oh
that.
yeah,
Cool.
that's the hair right
the
there.
The hair is so good. See, he's got
Yeah,
some
so
evil
this is
races
right,
cruising
like
around
everybody's-
here.
Everybody's working together.
She doesn't really look happy to be here, but she's here.
That's just how she looks.
It's a resting troll face.
That's true. And so there's just lots of really cool stuff to run around. Look at them. Wearing all these sweet Combine armors.
Yeah, so
They
this
just-
I think
Oh.
this stuff
Oh.
is going to be available.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
we should
so
talk
mention
about
that.
the Combine
So
armors.
There's
Whoa.
Yeah, so
Oh,
let's
let's
pop
check
out
that
here.
Yeah.
So we are
So I'm showing the chain. Green.
Heroes Forge. So Heroes Forge, new sets of armor for the expansion. Where would someone roughly get these Hero Forge sets of armor?
From what I remember, we've got 3 different sets. One of these is going to be available from raid content. One's going to be available from group content, and one will be available from doing trait skills.
Yeah. So actually, I turned textures really low, so it looks really bad right now. But I just wanted to make sure it
Can
run
we
really
flip
smoothly.
over to
Yeah,
Jonathan
sure.
and you
Jonathan
can turn your
has-
textures up, baby?
Yeah.
So we're looking at Jonathan's screen.
Okay, so this is the cloth blue Combine set. There is a name for it. Is this Licinium version? I don't know. So this is the robe. I've also got the regular cloth chest piece to see. It's a very, very nice look. And as before, we've got achievements for doing this. If you can collect a full set of the armor for your particular archetype, your armor type, you'll get an achievement for that. I believe these sets come in blue and green and red. And again, one is from doing raid content, one is from doing the group content, and one's from doing trade skills. So we've got trade skills covered, some in this expansion. There will be things to craft and to trade. I believe these are all attunable, so once you make them or collect them or purchase them, you can trade them to other people or sell them.
You can do so much stuff. Yeah. So yeah, those look great.
Yeah,
Alright,
you can look at some of the guys in the city too if you want to get some of the,
okay.
Hey, so
the
flip
different looks.
back over to
Check some of those guys
camera
out.
one.
there you go.
Yeah, that guy must be wearing the plate.
The blue
And
version.
plate.
Yeah. Hey, buddy. Yeah, strut your stuff. We got like a runway going on here.
Do his little turn.
The troll model, the only time. Let's see. Someone over here. Okay, so they're wearing the cloth
Yeah, he's
armor like
got
you were
the-
just showing off.
That looks good.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's jump over to the next zone.
What's next? Are we going to?
We're going to
Chardok?
Chardock.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
should I start over
That
here
old-
with Jonathan
that
then?
old
Yeah,
while
let's
you-
start over there.
Okay, so we're on Jonathan's screen.
So I'll go back to where was I supposed to be?
Where were you
There we
supposed to
go.
be?
Yeah, so we're gonna Chardock has been completely remade, but
Mhm.
the artist did a great job of really keeping the same feel, like the
The same POIs, the same layout.
Thank
So
you.
you can tell you're in the same place, but there's a definite facelift to the zone. So I think it taps into that nostalgia because you're still in Chardok and it's some of those familiar places.
Yeah.
But it does look a lot better.
It's fun. I was
And
running through it with Dazarn for the first time a couple days ago, and he was trying to find somewhere, and he could just instinctually path
Yeah.
the zone. He's like, okay, I'm going to go here and turn right, because I told him, I was like, oh, I want to show you something in the prince's room, and he's like, oh, okay, boom, 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 boom. And it's fun, because,
The muscle memory.
yeah, even
I know
the muscle memory still works in the new zone.
So right now we're looking at old
that's the-
Chardok, original Chardok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
And
let's
then-
jump over
This is
to
what
the
it
new.
looks like.
If we do something like this,
That's the
you see what it
same-
looks like.
General vantage point, same location, but
Yeah.
There's
But
a
obviously
lot
a
more-
lot more fidelity.
yeah.
Um,
But the same lines.
yeah, same lines, same symbols, all that
Mhm.
sort of stuff.
Can you take us to the princess room?
Yeah, we're
By-
gonna
by-
we're
by
gonna hit
memory?
the prince.
That's
Oh,
a long. That's a
That's
long.
a long run. I
Yeah.
don't think people want to watch
Yeah,
that.
dude, so flip back and
Okay,
forth
flip
between
back and
just
forth,
to show
so-
kind of what the difference looks like.
Yeah, so
old
that's what-
AQ, or
Old?
not
You-
original Runes of Kunark,
So there you can see
Yeah.
the symbol there, though.
Which-
and then Empires of Kunark,
Yeah.
Runes of Kunark,
Okay.
Empires of Kunark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
remember seeing some of the early versions of this when the artist was working on it, and even like months ago, when it was still in a very rough state, it still looked great. So it's really impressive.
Yeah. And actually, have we shown off the Sarnak very much? Guys?
A little bit in
Okay.
GIFs, but not actually in game doing what they do.
Okay, yeah. So the Combine Empire is starting to expand on Kunark, right? That's where they're starting to build their empire. But immediately they run into a problem, which is the other empire that's rising. The Sarnak they run into are more powerful than they were before. They're more organized
Mhm.
than before. And so the Sarnak have started to form their own empire that's also trying to conquer Kunark. So obviously they're going to have problems when they run into each other. And one of the places you're going to encounter them, because you'll encounter them kind of in a lot of the zones, but Chardok is one of their big strongholds. So you'll immediately recognize the POI. Okay, you're at the next one?
Yeah, did you want to flip to the next one?
Yeah. So let's do let's go to that
Too soon?
one. No, that's perfect.
Okay. So, original Chardok, Runes of Kunark Chardok right now.
Yep. And then we can go
That
to
guy, I don't know what
Empires
happened to
of
that guy. He
Kunark.
fell over.
So we have the same
Nice.
kind of awesome waterfall over the bridge effect going on, but obviously just a lot more fidelity and
Yeah,
pretty.
lots of nice touches to the architecture. Those
Yeah, the
posts with
bridges
chains
all
coming
look
off
really
them.
good.
That's one of the things I liked about the original Chardok was there were those chains hanging in a lot of places.
Yeah.
You'd come around that bend on the
Actually. Let's look at
on
this.
that narrow walkway, and you could see the chain swaying. It was a great look. Yeah, so they
Yeah,
really,
so
really
you kind of see it. It
like
adds a
how-
really kind of barbaric feel to it.
Yeah,
When
definitely.
you look at through, like, okay, these guys aren't totally nice. which is what Sarnax are
Yeah,
best known
it's
for.
telling a story with
And
the,
of course, there's still the
art
big
and
pits you can
architecture.
fall into down there. So you got
Yeah.
the night garden down there. We'll jump down there in just a second and show it off. But yes, hopefully this feels familiar to a lot of people. And people that know the old zone, obviously, the Royal Palace is just up through here. So actually, let's jump down to the night garden next, if that works for you.
Sure, is that the next
Yeah.
look? That one.
Let's jump over to
So
his
on
machine.
Jonathan's screen.
So this is down where I was just looking, down below the bridges.
So yeah, this should look familiar. It's another kind of iconic location, but the difference between the old
And
Chardock
then
and the new Chardock
The
is
new Chardock.
Boom.
striking.
Yeah, so this
yeah.
is where
So
the
you can-
waterfall's fallen down. And you see the bridge kind of there. Oh, that cat.
So we do old. We've got the bridge here in the old,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
or
you can see
dock,
it,
the dock.
the dock
and
Yeah,
then the
jutting
dock
jutting
and
out
the
there
new.
dock.
with the waterfall in the background.
Yeah. And just looks gorgeous. Actually, I
Yeah,
wanted
got
to
a beetle
swim.
infestation too. They
Let's just go ahead. Oh,
look
no.
into that.
All my papers. I'm just going to go ahead and
No,
fly
my
for a
notes.
second, just because I wanted to get over to this side as well. So, one of the things that you'll kind of discover when you're in the zone as you're playing through, if you didn't already know, is just how good the Sarnak are at herbalism. Like, they're some of the most advanced herbalists on all of Norath. And of course, like most things Sarnak do, it's based heavily on cruelty and slavery. And so you have these poor little fungus men all through here that are a big part of why Sarnak are so good at herbalism. And then, yeah. So let's jump over to not the prince quite yet. We're going straight to the queen.
Going straight to the
Does
queen.
that
So should I
sound
be
good?
looking over?
Yeah, let's go over to...
So, ruins of Kunark, Chardock.
Yep. So you can see there's kind of, this is where the alcoves
Oh, that's where
are.
he goes.
It's right before the secret door that goes into the queen's section. Then we can jump over.
Yeah, it's just past the
Okay,
secret
jump
door,
over
facing
here.
in.
And this is what that room looks like now. So it still has the
Wow.
alcoves, but it's fleshed
It's been
out a bit.
Built out quite a bit. Yeah,
and it has a lot more
detail.
pretty stuff.
Yeah, the same arches, but there's a little more gradual swoop to them instead of being
Yeah.
hard 90-degree angles. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, though, there's still the stuff like the secret wall that you cruise through. I'm going to run down to the Queen's Chamber real fast so we can check it out. So you can kind of see just how it feels to run through these hallways again.
Oh no.
This mouse sensitive is all messed up.
My guild spent so much time down here.
Yeah.
In Kunark and Velius.
So you can see
So
she's got
much
plenty of
time.
protectors still. Oh, and there's a collection.
Oh, get it.
Before Jonathan gets here.
Wait, I think
Oh,
I'm in
I
a different
know.
place.
Ah,
You have to click
My
it.
mouse.
You have to click it.
there we go.
Oh yeah, collect it quick.
When I get Imprisoner's Accolade. Yoink.
Yoink.
Ha. It's
Look at
mine.
Jonathan's screen. I
Okay,
see
now
no
go
such
to-
shiny over there.
Yeah, where am I?
Sucker Jonathan,
where are you?
I win.
There we go. Is this the right place?
Yeah. So you can kind of see the difference.
So-
oh wait, so you're at the Prince's room.
Oh, did you want me to-
actually. No. I'll just jump over to the Prince's one, because that's where we're going next.
Okay, so we're looking at Jonathan. So this is ruins of Kunark.
Yeah.
And then this is empires of Kunark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you can see
check
we
out the
took
difference.
the general idea of like, okay, these pillars on each side. He's up on a
Mhm.
platform, and just kind of built it out into something that looks more royal.
It still has
right?
those braziers there.
Yeah,
but-
he has the nice
Yeah.
crest, and all that sort of stuff. So, all right, let's jump over
Very
to the
nice.
next one. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. Mench. That's I'm
Mensch.
gonna
That's
shorten.
what the kids say these days.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna take off.
One of the big kind of story things that have changed in Chardock is that the king has left.
That's right. Yeah.
and so it's
There's
just
there's been a split between the king and the queen,
Yeah.
and the king has moved somewhere else.
Has moved somewhere else, and so the queen has total unification of the zone, and so there's a lot of control, a lot of power. They're going to be not fighting against each other. They're only going to be fighting you when you show up, 'cause they're not going to be happy you're storming into their castle.
It's going to be helpful for their relationship. You know, they have
Time apart.
Yeah.
a mutual goal. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then let's jump over to the next zone.
As we zone, so random
Yeah.
question from chat. Is pathing similar to Old Chardock? Will monks who've been playing for 16 years be confused?
Probably not going to be exactly the same.
Is-
We have taken a lot of time and effort to make sure that the population and pathing is similar, but it's not going to be exactly the same. There's enough changes to the geometry that the paths are not going to be identical.
Do you remember the zone name?
You look for Korsha int.
Okay.
Korsh ain't.
Quotient.
I must have typed it
Are you
wrong.
Korsh is or Korsh ain't?
If you just hit zone, here's
Well,
a
that
cheat
works
right
too.
here. And you can find it here.
What?
It's
I've
a-
worked on this game for like 6 years. How did I not
Yeah.
know that?
It's
Wow. I'm
yeah,
they're
that's the
alphabetical.
thing with EverQuest. You can work on EverQuest
And then it'll
for a
show you.
decade and still not know a ton
that-
of
that's the
oh,
code
so
there
that's
for the
what it
future.
is. I totally wrote it down wrong.
Yeah, that was close.
Wow. I'm cheating so much better now?
We're talking about
Great.
secret GM tools that Josh is learning about for the first time.
All right, so while we're zoning, we didn't really mention it in the Chartic zone, but we guess we should. The Combine Empire resurgence is because Saf is back, right? But the Sarnak have rallied kind of around their own new returned leader, Atrib Sathir.
Yeah, if you are familiar with the EverQuest lore, Atrib was an old mad scientist Sarnak who had his own tower in Kunark, but due to some mad science gone wrong,
Ixar, dude.
Ixar,
Ixar.
dude. That is great. An old Ixar mad scientist. From some mad science gone wrong in his lab, it blew up and he was gone and presumed dead. But as we learn in Empires of Kunark, he didn't die. He was transported to a different place and had plenty of time to work on his magic and mad science.
Yeah, so you're going to find out kind of what happened, because everyone kind of presumed he was dead.
Flip in here.
Yeah, let's go here. So we're going to go back to Korsha, which is where his big secret laboratory was, that has suddenly come back. And so you'll find out what's going on there. But you'll find a lot of Sarnak inside his laboratory. They're still doing stuff. And so he has his awesome laboratory. But obviously, like we said, things went wrong. So the laboratory is not entirely intact still. You'll run into a lot of problems and a lot of issues that has happened inside the laboratory during these problems.
Oh, check that guy out.
Yeah, check out that dude.
Oh,
That
yeah,
is a
something's going on there.
Big burly Sarnak.
So this is what happens when you engage in mad science.
Yeah. Yeah. And so some other little fun backstories about Atrib. He's the grandson of Venril.
So how does that go? It's Venril is the grandfather.
Oh.
Ryle Sather is his son.
Yep.
And then
And then Atrib.
Atrib is the
and
grandson.
Then,
And I think
Goviel or something.
and Venril Sather, the one who's in Carnors, is Ryle Sather's body with
Yep.
Venril's spirit that was reanimated
Yep. We got a whole soap opera thing going on here.
in Charistus on accident.
Yeah.
Someone accidentally completed the ritual and reanimated Venril into Ryle's bones.
So Venril was super into necromancy, all that sort of stuff. He's kind of the most famous, probably the most powerful Ixar of all time. But interesting, Atrib is the one that really expanded the empire the furthest. He's the one that finally conquered the giants. And so the giants this time around won't be happy that he's back. He conquered pretty much everyone but the dragons.
Yeah.
Before he exploded himself.
Yeah, the Giants really got the short end of the stick in Kunark. Pretty much they're always in battles. They always lose. The best they can hope for is a stalemate.
Yeah.
Or to recapture their fortress, which was taken from them.
They just want to sit on their mountains and do their thing. And everyone's always coming and telling them around. They're being bossy. All right, let's jump to the next area. So we can kind of see he's still up to his creepy, crazy
Yeah, look at that.
laboratories. So we'll just jump through these last ones pretty quick. Because did you know? So you mentioned you accidentally called him a Sarnak earlier.
Oh,
he
yeah.
made the Sarnak.
Yeah, that's
That's what you were probably thinking of. So we can kind of see
Sarnak,
the magic
Ixar,
stuff.
same thing.
Yeah, so he made the Sarnak by combining Ixar and dragons together.
Oh, so they are. Yeah, they're part Ixar.
Yeah, and he also made the Sorakir.
Sokokar.
Sokokar.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you. By combining dragons with froglocks.
Yeah, that's right.
So
For his
this dude was
army.
into some weird stuff.
So the Sarnak, I think, were the foot soldiers, and then the Sokokar were their mounts for mounted combat. Yeah.
And so as the mounted combats, that really helped him kind of take out everything.
Yeah.
So he's back doing his own thing, but obviously still not a super nice guy. Because the Sebulus Empire was not a nice place to live if you were not the ones in power.
Yeah.
So there's still plenty of stuff going on here, like this poor skeleton trapped in the cage there.
Poor guy.
But you can kind of see there's still plenty of dark stuff going on in here. And because there's an explosion, it's not just the perfect laboratory anymore. So let's jump to our
You
last
can
location.
see the Ixar symbols on those pillars. That's
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, check that out.
Yeah. Yeah, the artist did a really good job of finding all the symbolism and the shapes and stuff that were in the
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
these sorts
Kunark
of
is great for
zones.
having a really iconic architectural style and
Yeah.
and symbols. Yeah.
And so I do want to show this is kind of in the dark underbelly of the laboratory. You can see there's still some pretty dark stuff going on. You got some tombs ripped open.
Those golems over there, like
Nice
the old school
golems.
model.
Oh, yeah.
Mausoleums.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at it. Little swaying arms. I love that. I feel like he's like humming tunes while he's waiting.
And then weird question, not weird question, good question. Someone's asking if beta is available now. Can you check, because we're actually on the
Let's
beta server
see.
right
Yeah,
now.
let's see how many people we have on. There are currently 47. It looks like it is
Okay.
opened up. Yeah, so there were 5 people when we logged in this morning, and people are starting to trickle in. So please join us in beta.
Yeah.
And if you pre-order, you get access to beta immediately.
And you also receive.
Okay, you ready on that one?
I just about.
So Jonathan's going to show the pre-order item once he finds it.
Once I figure out how to. Okay, which combination is it to? Oh, I have it open already. That's why I can't do it. It's already there.
Okay, you ready?
Fire away.
Okay, we're on Jonathan's screen.
So the pre-order item for Empires of Kunark is the Ganak Monument, and you can get this bad baby and add this to your favorite guild house or house.
And every true Ixar player will do that.
Yeah, this will be the center point, the focal point of any good Ixar's home.
Corpses will just be strewn around it of lesser races.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
But yeah, so as long as you pre-order prior to the launch date, you'll get
Mhm.
the monument.
And what is the launch date?
Well, it's actually on the screen right now, so if
Oh,
you
right.
look right,
What?
I'll even pop
Right.
over
Point to
here.
it.
Let's pop up the whole one. Pre-orders are now available. Empires of Kunark launches Wednesday, November 16th, so you get to be mostly done with the expansion by then.
It's
Yeah.
coming up.
But you should jump in earlier and give us feedback.
so-
on our
Yes,
stuff.
please do. Come and test our stuff. We would love to get as much feedback and beta testing so we can iterate and polish as much as possible with your assistance.
You should test Frontier Mountains.
Should test Burning Woods.
So yeah, is there others?
So those are all the big POIs I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Hopefully that gives you so that's 3 of the zones that we talked about. There's 7 in the expansion we mentioned earlier. Hopefully that kind of gives you a good idea of kind of the 2 empires and how they're going to be clashing, and you're just going to be trying to help all the poor people trapped in the
Yeah.
middle of those 2 empires and try and get them to join your side, which is the Combine Empire, or at least exploit them so that they don't join the Sarnak side.
Yeah. And, all for
And by
fabulous
join
rewards.
the Sarnak side, I mostly mean get enslaved by the Sarnak.
That's
and
what
forced
typically
to fight
happens.
for
Yeah,
them.
that's the
Yeah.
that's the sad history of Kunark is everybody gets enslaved and is forced into wars they don't want to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a par for the course.
So pretty much, yeah.
So let's grab a few questions from chat about the expansion.
Cool.
Anything not expansion related, forums are the best way to reach us. So hello, Facebook chat. Do you have any questions for
Yep.
the guys while we're here? When can you access beta if you don't pre-order? So generally, we don't do open beta. We do have some guilds that we've invited. And who was the best person to ping if you have a guild that is interested in beta testing?
Probably ping Holly.
Okay, so
Let her know.
Windstalker.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you have a guild that's interested in beta testing, we do invite guilds to help us with the raid content. Otherwise, it is not an open beta. Only way to get in there if you're not part of a guild that's helping raid test is to pre-order the expansion before launch.
Yeah, I think our raid schedule has already been figured out, so we're probably good on raid testing guilds. But yeah, please.
How
the
many
expansion, join
dragons?
us.
How many dragons
How many
are in
dragons?
Empires of Kunark?
Are we counting Sarnaks because they're part dragon?
I'm counting
Because that's a
Sokokar.
lot of them.
There's Sokokar. They're part dragon too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to click the score clip one more time. Just
Yeah.
Flying Dragon Raid.
So can we clarify?
Can you clarify?
He's pooping a little green thing.
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
It's some spell effect that popped
Yeah.
up when we were trying to run the
Okay,
raid
all right.
yesterday.
Yeah, let's check that again.
Because he
I don't
twitches when
know.
it happens.
Maybe that's it. I think he's bumping into that pyramid as he's coming over it. So
Oh, okay. Maybe
that
okay.
makes him poop a green thing. I don't know.
Fun facts about dragons. You've learned you bump a pyramid, you poop a green thing.
Let's see. Will we have level increases in the future? So no level increase for this expansion, although there are new
Correct.
AA.
Yeah.
Thoughts on level increases in the future?
That remains to be seen. It is a tremendous amount of work for the design team. It's like a year's work. In some cases, it's like more than a year's work to get a new level cap increase worth of spells and AAs and items.
So this
It's something-
expansion, new items, new AA,
Yeah.
new spells.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll have new spells, new AAs, new items, some new trade skills, and lots of new content to tackle.
Was the dragon Gornair?
It's probably safe to say.
Yeah, that's Gore.
Yes, it was. Yeah, that is a new take on Gore. Obviously, it's not the original OG Kunark Gorenair, but it is Gorenair.
Are you okay talking about beta rewards?
Yeah. And we can actually show if
Yeah.
I'll go to
We
Plane
can pop
of
them. So there will
Knowledge.
be beta reward, just like previous years. So if you're in beta testing, it's generally an aggregate as long as you're doing that, collecting beta tokens or something like tokens.
Yeah. There's participation is tracked as long as you do. Generally speaking, as long as you do at least a little bit, at least explore the zones, do some content, you'll receive enough of the beta participation tracking currency to get a reward. And then we've been in the habit now of putting.
I'm going to pop up your
reward
screen so you can
visual.
actually see
Yeah.
people in game.
Check all these guys out. So we tend to put the beta reward visual on Old Man Thorin now, and so he is the beta reward. He's in the illusion of the original Kunar Yeti, the orange Yeti. So this is
looks
the reward you'll get for participating in beta. It's an illusion of the Kunark orange Yeti, and I don't remember what it's called.
Not like everybody wants to be on camera now.
Cowl
Yeah.
of the Dreadlands Yeti. Yeah, and it's got his face. I don't
That
know if
is
you can see that,
awesome.
but it is amazing. It's authentic. So yeah, people are already starting to trickle in. It looks like we've got a bunch of people in Plane of Knowledge now, gathering around Old Man Thorin, and this is the place to be. Oh yeah, this guy's got the beta reward from last expansion, which was that sweet candy skull.
Will there be class balancing? We're always doing balancing between classes to try to make sure that every class is necessary, every class is relevant, and that nobody is the only class that you want to take on raids.
Yeah, class balancing is always happening, and it is a moving target. There's always something that changes. You know, any addition of new content, new spells, new AAs tends to shift the class balance a little, sometimes intentionally, sometimes unintentionally. So we'll continue to monitor where classes stack up against each other in a variety of situations and try to make that as balanced and fun as possible for everybody.
And there's been some balance changes. Every month we patch.
Yeah,
Getting closer
absolutely.
and getting things ready, AA consolidation and other
Yeah,
fixes, updates.
It's more of a journey than a destination. We will always continue to strive towards that perfect class balance. I don't know if it will ever be perfect. It's kind of subjective. You can ask 100 people and get 100 different opinions on what perfect class balance is. But we will continue to stretch in that direction.
Last expansion, we had equipment with the Type 5, Type 9 augments that you were updating things. Is that any part of this expansion's itemization?
It might be talking about like the stuff you could do in.
I think Hate and Fear.
Hate and Fear. Yeah, that's something we'll probably not do again. The level scaling raid was an interesting mechanic, but it I think it caused more problems than we got benefit from. So we'll not be doing that again this time.
So for the person asking how I download the beta launcher, we'll have a post for that if it's not up already. There will be a post that will call out if you don't have the beta launcher already where you get it. If you've been in beta in a previous year, that same launcher will work. But yeah, that looks like all of the stuff there. So let's pop up this one more time. I will show art. Pre-orders are now available. Empires of Kunark launches Wednesday, November 16th. You can join us in beta immediately, just like all of the people over here are doing currently. So it seems like it works. I like the pirate hat over there.
Yeah, that's also from a previous beta. So we've got we've got the whole collection. There's Darkened Sea on the right, and Broken Mirror, and Empires of Kunark in the middle. So yeah,
And I see a Santa hat in the back.
Yeah,
He's getting ready for the season.
I think that's Behemoth.
Good man.
But yeah, so I'm going to pop up our faces
Yeah.
one more time. So thank you for joining us for the stream. Pre-orders are now available. Beta is now available. And our launch date, if I can make that pop up here, is Wednesday, November 16th for Empires of Kunark.
It's a good day.
Be there.
So any other last thoughts for the stream before we go back to
No,
work?
it's great. It was fun to be able to show this stuff. I'm happy with what we've done so far, and I'm hoping to see people in beta. So thanks for joining us, and come join us in beta.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.